Hi, I'm John Spencer Ellis of johnspencerellis.com, and in this video you're going to learn what muscles are worked doing kickboxing. Maybe a better question would be, what muscles aren't worked during kickboxing? Kickboxing is a great martial art because it really works your entire body. Really the only challenge is sometimes creating the correct symmetry in your workout because we have a dominant side. As an example, right now I'm standing in an orthodox fighting position, right? This would be southpaw. So if you are always fighting in one position, you may have asymmetry in your body because you're always rotated more in this position rather than if you're fighting this position and rotating. So sometimes, depending if you're doing karate or taekwondo or other more traditional formal arts, I should say, they tend to be more unilateral because all the sequences that you're doing might be all one side forward. When you're doing your own conditioning and training, it's important to create as much symmetry as possible. So if you're doing a punching sequence as an example, and I'm in an orthodox stance here, 1, 2, and however many I want to do, 1, 2, 3, I need to make sure that during training as much as possible, I'm also doing 1, 2, 3, because over time you create asymmetry and your body will rotate better one direction than the other. A great example are golfers, right? A golf is a very one-directional. Well, it goes through a lot of planes of motion, but it's a repetitive pattern that happens again and again and again, and that happens a lot with kickboxing. So, in answer to the question, what muscles are worked? Basically every muscle in your body, because if you think about it, if I'm kicking, I'm using my abs for stability, I'm using my pelvis for rotation, I'm using the gluteal muscles for power, and then I'm extending using my quadriceps, but stretching with my hamstrings, and then at the final push, if I'm using more of my toe, I'm even using the calf muscles. If I'm punching here, I'm rotating, I'm using my abs, I'm using the rotational muscles in my torso, I'm using my tricep, my shoulder, and even my chest a little bit to push out here. The big thing that you have to be cautious of is that in any type of kickboxing, regardless of the style, there tends to be all pushing motion. You know, I'm pushing out in front. You know, even if I'm kicking here, everything still comes forward, right? Even an elbow, everything is forward. And what happens over time is you get this rounded motion. The chest gets tight. The muscles in the upper back do not have the same strength and flexibility as they once did. So you get this kind of rounded posture. So my suggestion to make sure that your kickboxing stays sharp, your body stays strong and as symmetrical as possible is that you do additional exercises to counteract this constant pushing type of motion. Because if you think about it, even if I'm doing a knee, I'm still coming forward. Everything is forward. So if you can, do some exercises like maybe an elbow strike, here, this kind of thing. So at least you're reversing this. So I'm stretching this open because everything else is coming this way. So create that symmetry by opening things up, doing these kind of stretches as well. But in answer to the question, kickboxing works basically every muscle in your body, and it's a great, great form of self-defense.